Your 20s are strange financially. You are old enough to earn money, but young enough to underestimate how powerful money decisions can be. Many people in their 20s focus on one question: how can I make more money? But the more important question is, how can I avoid the mistakes that quietly destroy wealth before it even has the chance to grow? Because in personal finance, mistakes compound just like investments do. A small mistake repeated for 10 years can cost far more than people realize. And the problem is that many of these mistakes don't look like mistakes at the time. They look normal. They look like what everyone else is doing: buying things your friends buy, living lifestyles you see online, making financial decisions based on short-term comfort instead of long-term stability. This video is not about extreme frugality. It is not about never enjoying life in your 20s. And it is definitely not about becoming rich overnight. It is about understanding the financial traps that quietly delay financial stability for decades. Because your 20s are not the decade where most people become wealthy, but they are the decade where most financial trajectories are set. Let's start with the first and most common mistake. Mistake number 1: waiting too long to start investing. One of the biggest financial advantages people in their 20s have is time. Time allows compounding to work. Compounding is the process where investment returns generate additional returns over time. It sounds simple, but its power grows exponentially. Let's imagine two investors. Person A starts investing at age 22. Person B waits until age 32. Both invest the same monthly amount. Both earn the same average return. The only difference is time. Over several decades, the person who started earlier may end up with significantly more money, even if they invested less overall. The early years matter because compounding needs time to accelerate. At first, growth feels slow, but later the curve becomes steep. Many people delay investing because they believe, "I don't make enough money yet." But investing is not only about large sums, it is about consistent habits. Small contributions early often outperform large contributions made much later. Waiting 10 years can quietly erase one of your biggest advantages. Mistake number 2: lifestyle inflation. Your income usually increases during your 20s. Your lifestyle often increases even faster. Lifestyle inflation happens when spending rises automatically as income rises. You get your first full-time job, then you upgrade your apartment, then your car, then your phone, then your vacations. Each upgrade seems reasonable individually, but together they can prevent savings from growing. The problem with lifestyle inflation is not spending itself. The problem is spending that grows faster than financial security. If every raise immediately turns into higher expenses, wealth creation becomes extremely difficult. A more balanced approach is simple. When income increases, allow lifestyle to grow, but let savings grow first. For example, if income increases by $1,000 per month, you might allocate $500 towards saving and investing, $500 towards lifestyle improvements. This approach allows progress without sacrificing enjoyment. Mistake number 3: ignoring emergency savings. Unexpected expenses are not rare, they are inevitable. Car repairs, medical bills, job loss, family emergencies. Without an emergency fund, these events often lead to high-interest debt. An emergency fund is not an investment, it is a financial buffer. Most financial planners recommend saving 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses. This money should be accessible and stable, not invested in volatile assets. The goal is not growth. The goal is resilience. An emergency fund protects your long-term investments from being sold during difficult times. Mistake number 4: misunderstanding debt. Debt is one of the most misunderstood financial tools. Some debt can be manageable, but high-interest consumer debt can become extremely expensive. Credit cards, for example, often carry high interest rates. If balances are carried month after month, interest costs can accumulate quickly. Many people underestimate how fast this grows. Debt becomes especially dangerous when it finances depreciating assets. For example, expensive electronics, luxury items, short-lived experiences. When the item loses value but the debt remains, financial progress slows. Understanding the difference between manageable debt and harmful debt is essential. Mistake number 5. Buying a car you can't afford. Cars are one of the largest expenses many people face in their 20s, and they lose value over time. Depreciation means that most cars become worth less each year. That does not mean cars are bad purchases. They provide transportation and convenience. But buying a car far beyond your budget can create long-term financial pressure. Large car payments reduce the money available for saving and investing. Transportation should support your life. It should not dominate your budget. Mistake number 6. Comparing yourself to others. Social comparison has always existed, but social media has intensified it. You see people traveling, buying homes, driving luxury cars, launching businesses. It can create the impression that everyone else is moving faster financially. But social media rarely shows the full picture. You usually see outcomes, not debt, not financial stress, not the years of preparation. Comparing your financial progress to curated online images can lead to impulsive decisions. True financial stability grows quietly, often much more slowly than social media suggests. Mistake number 7. Neglecting skills and career growth. Income matters. Saving is important. Investing is important. But the most powerful financial asset many people have in their 20s is their ability to increase earning potential. Career development can include learning new skills, improving professional expertise, building strong networks, exploring industries with long-term growth. Investing in skills may generate far greater financial returns than small investment gains early in life. Your 20s are a period of experimentation and learning. Ignoring career development can limit long-term financial opportunities. Mistake number 8. Trying to get rich quick. In every generation, there are financial trends promising rapid wealth, speculative assets, high-risk trading strategies, guaranteed opportunities. Most of these promises underestimate risk. Wealth built slowly through discipline often appears less exciting, but historically, consistent long-term investing has proven far more reliable than chasing rapid gains. Financial stability is usually built through consistency, diversification, and patience, not dramatic bets. Mistake number 9. Neglecting basic financial education. Many schools do not teach practical personal finance. As a result, many people enter adulthood without understanding budgeting, taxes, investing, retirement accounts, interest rates. Learning these basics early can prevent expensive mistakes later. Financial literacy does not require complex mathematics, but it does require curiosity and attention. The earlier you understand how money works, the easier it becomes to make informed decisions. Mistake number 10. Believing you have plenty of time. Your 20s feel early, retirement seems distant, financial independence seems abstract, but the reality is that time moves quickly. Decisions made during this decade influence the next 40 decades. This does not mean you must be perfect. Everyone makes financial mistakes. The goal is simply to avoid the largest and most damaging ones. Small improvements in financial habits can dramatically change long-term outcomes. Final thought. Your 20s are not the decade where most people become wealthy. They are the decade where financial direction is established. The habits you build now often persist for years. Avoiding major mistakes is sometimes more important than finding perfect investments, because financial success is rarely about one brilliant decision. It is about hundreds of small, disciplined choices over time, and the earlier those choices begin, the more powerful they become.